Alright guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Happy new week to you. I hope this week is going to be a productive and successful week for all of us. So as usual, I'm back to let you know some of the stories that are making the rounds right at this moment. Of course, Super Falcons of Nigeria getting us underway in the WAFCON competition with a very emphatic victory against Tunisia uh, yesterday. 3-0 was the final score. They effectively placed us ahead or at the top of the Group B, which is very fantastic. But again, the girls will go back in training and then try to perfect the areas that they were lacking against this Tunisian side. Because our next game is coming up on Thursday, which is the 10th of July against Botswana. And I think this game is also a game that we will be able to win comfortably because if you look at Botswana's performance against Algeria that same yesterday, it wasn't nearly as the performance that you would think that can get a result out of the Super Falcons of Nigeria. But again, we are not underrating any team. It's not to say that we are underrating any team, but at the end of the day, I still expect us to get the results on Thursday against Botswana. Botswana was beaten by Algeria 1-0, which means that they are occupying the third position because obviously on goal difference they are a little bit above or ahead of Tunisia, who collected 3 from us. So that's how the table is. Nigeria first with 3 points, Algeria second with 3 points as well, and then Botswana third, Tunisia fourth. So that is what is happening right now. But it was, something else actually happened yesterday, which for me I think is very, very inappropriate. It's not really nice at all, and it's the fact that a lot of Nigerian fans actually went on social media to the DM of Babajide, who scored one of the 3 goals, to criticize her heavily for deciding to for deciding to dedicate her goal to Diego Jota ahead of the legend of the Super Eagles, Peter Rufai. So these people are, saying in their arguments that why should Babajide go ahead and celebrate or dedicate her goal to someone that is not even related or even close to her in any way at all, a Portuguese international, and then snub Nigerian great who was obviously influential in developing the football, the football in Nigeria. People are just saying all kinds of things, criticizing the young lady and making her feel bad for herself, for for celebrating her goal. Well, for me, I feel like this set of players that make it a habit of going into the DMs of these players to make them uncomfortable or make them uh, feel a certain negative way. People that are taking it too far. They don't really understand that football is not to be taken as extreme as they think. And who is to say that Babajide did not, pay respect to Peter Rufai? No one. Obviously, I'm sure she did. And as a matter of fact, the second goal, as I said in the previous video, was dedicated to Peter Rufai, but it was Asisa Oshola who scored it. So she had an armband where she wrote Peter Rufai, and then did a celebration. These same people that were going to the DM of Babajide, I hope they saw that the team also dedicated a goal to Peter Rufai. And then if they saw that, then why all of the uh, going of extra mile, going to the DMs of this player and terrorize them and make them feel bad for what they did? But I just thank God for the mentality of our player, because it's really strong. And if you look at what Brinsola Babajide has come out to say or come out to post on her social media as a direct answer to the criticism that she got, she said, no matter what you do, people will judge you. So just do what makes you happy. Peace and love always. That is a very smart response to these people criticizing her. Again, this is not what we want to see. Our own fans who are supposed to be backing the girls now being the ones to criticize these girls, to to go into their DMs and make them feel bad. Well, I hope that this set of people can learn how to be a fan and not take things too far to go into DMs of these players to make them feel uncomfortable. But let's leave that, just guys. I have some update concerning Victor Osimhen. Of course, Osimhen is still in the market. Nobody has bought him as at right now, but the man is not really hurrying or is not really in a rush to make that to transfer to another club, because obviously he still has a little bit of time. The league is not starting until August, and Osimhen currently is taking an extended vacation with spending time with his family, especially with his daughter Haley Osimhen. But that's not stopping interest or conversations about potential move for him. Man U fans, for one, have been the ones that have been pushing a lot right now to know about the update concerning Victor Osimhen and how he's been linked to Manchester United. In fact, a lot of the fans went to the DM of Fabrizio Romano to ask him directly why isn't what's happening with Osimhen and Osimhen to Man U? Why are you not reporting it? Is it still possible? Is it going to happen? All this kind of question. And Fabrizio Romano was forced to come out publicly to make a statement to Man U fans regarding Victor Osimhen's move or potential move to Manchester United. In that statement, Fabrizio said, I keep receiving many questions from Manchester United fans, but at the moment, I'm not aware of concrete negotiations between Manchester United and Napoli for Victor Osimhen. Remember that the player has a release cost of 75 million euros. At the moment, Al Hilal from Saudi and Galatasaray, where the player was on loan last season, keep working on a deal to get Osimhen. Galatasaray are trying, obviously with a different financial proposal, but compared to the one from Al Hilal. So both clubs are in conversation to sign Victor Osimhen. Let's see what's going to happen there, because Juventus called in recent weeks for Victor Osimhen, but at the moment, Galatasaray and Al Hilal are pushing to make the deal happen. So that is the direct response from Fabrizio to lots of United fans who are, disturbing him in the DM, saying, why isn't Osimhen, coming to Man U, or why are you not reporting Osimhen to Man U link? And I mean, you can understand the frustration from Man United fans, because they feel like they are being left behind, especially now that we have the likes of Arsenal almost completing the Victor Jokeres deal. I think the last time I checked, the player to club agreement had already been made, so it's just remaining for club to club agreement to be made, which is also advancing very well. So the announcement could be made in a few hours from now. And then for Chelsea, they've been very busy in the market buying what's it called, Liam Delap, and then they also added João Pedro as well, and Jamie Gittins. All of these guys are very good players. We saw them last season. Jamie Gittins, we saw him with Dortmund. We've been seeing João Pedro, a couple of seasons, I think two seasons in Brighton, and they've been playing fantastic football. He's scored a couple of goals for them as well. So Man U fans feel left behind, and they feel like Osimhen is the only striker right now in the market that can solve their goal problem. But let's see what happens. Of course, it's still a long shot. You know, when you talk about where Osimhen is going to play next season, one thing is sure: as the day progresses, we are going to see the club that Osimhen finally decides.